Hello, this is wmpyr. I was asked about knife deployment and speed and that kind of stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so depending on the knife that you have and how you carry and how you dress, those three factors can drastically change things. So the way that I carry the knife and dress and what kind of knife that I have may be 100% different from somebody else. And so I'm not going to go into each detail like that because it's just futile. So instead, I want to share with you some basic concepts that everybody can apply. So the first one is, let's talk about the shirt, right? The t-shirt that's on top. Okay, so everybody knows, do this and then go for the weapon, right? So lift the shirt, go for the weapon. Okay. Now, when you put into practice, you might discover that sometimes the shirt can get caught. Okay, so you get caught on the handle, get caught on the clip, and then now this disrupts your deployment, obviously. And these are like some of the things that can go bad and go wrong in a real life situation. So to avoid that, rather than trying to lift it like this all the way up, the idea here is the weapon is right here. So you could just go for a more specific area and do that. So it's a lot more efficient, and it gets the area that needs to be exposed, rather than trying to get it all the way up here, which is just a lot of big wasted motion, which you may not have the ability to, you might be in a more confined space. So then, this is all it really takes. So narrow it down to wherever area you have and just kind of circle and keep it there. Okay, so that's number one, is to do it like that. Number two is you're going to go like this, and then once you do that, this hand is going to assist now. So it may not need assistance, but this hand is going to help as you go together. Okay, so one more time. So you're going to lift, assist, so you go together. Okay, it's just more secure. So that might be a good thing to practice. You may not need it, depending on the situation, your knife, and yada, yada, yada. But so 1, 2 here, if you have a neck knife, so maybe you go right here, there's a neck knife right here, and then maybe it's dangling. So to avoid that, you might assist over here and catch it and then deploy. So, practice assisting with the arm that's already helping out lifting the shirt, okay? So the next step, number 3, is you're going to do it all with the same arm. So this is going to come here, and then this is also going to draw. Okay, so you're just going to go boom, boom, and it's going to draw the knife with the same hand, not two hands. So you're operating all with one hand. So I wouldn't say that that's the best one. Everyone might think that's the best one, but I would practice all 3 of those, okay, to have it in there. So now the next part B, let's talk about post shirt. So you got past the shirt, okay? So now you're actually deploying the weapon. So when you deploy the weapon, it might depend. Let's say it's in your front pocket. There's sometimes, depending on your knife, depending on your pants, depending on you, are you deploying it more towards the front or more towards the back? And with different knives, there might be more that's more sideways and whatnot. So what a lot of times people are doing is they are trying to go, the enemy's right here, I want to attack here, this is the technique I want to use. So it's a lot of, I want to do this, right? Rather than, are you going with what is more natural, okay? So I want you to set aside all the things that you want to do, and let's just examine, the weapon that's on you. And so go ahead, just naturally take it out and see, where does your arm go? Okay, so my arm naturally comes here, then this is much more natural. So that means my opponent should have been here, okay, rather than in the front. So because I come out here and then I got to go this way, so this one's already here. See that? That's a much more natural motion for the arm. So what I want you guys to do is, when you are working with whatever knives that you have, put aside your goals, right? And just see, which way does your arm go? So does your arm go this way? Does your arm go that way? So you just exaggerate the motion and see where where does your body want to go? Okay, so when you do that, then you'll start to understand, oh, it's better if my opponent is diagonally in front of me here, or no, for this deployment, it's better if they're more sideways, or it's better if they're more this way, towards the back. It's going to depend. So, please play around with that. Just go with the natural body mechanics first and see that. It's good to know. It's good to know. Okay. So now, that was part B. So for part C, the last part that I want to talk to you guys is, I've always said to you guys, don't play the speed game, because speed is something I cannot control. I really don't know if this opponent, here I got Stickman right here, so I don't know if this bad guy is faster than I am. That's something I can't control. They might be an ex-athlete, who knows what. So if they're faster than me, and if they attack me first, they're definitely, going to be faster than me. I don't want to play the speed game. Okay, so instead what I'm going to utilize is timing, okay? And in martial arts, we study timing. And you could go real deep into it, and it could take a lifetime. But don't let that discourage you. Just the idea of timing alone can really help out. So what is timing? Timing in this case is super simple. All it means is when I can take out the knife safely. That's all it means, really. So if I'm right here and this guy's like, coming at me, and I'm going, man, I better do it quick because this is coming, boom. So if there's any risk that they might win that they're going to be first, then this is a bad time to do it. So I don't do it. So right here, I should be defending that. Boom, boom, boom. I'm defending that rather than trying to get my knife out. So it would be like, I don't know, like in the movies where you see them stumbling for the keys and trying to get into the car and everything. At that point, it's better you just don't go into the car, You should be running in a different direction or doing something else, right? The key should have already been ready as you're running, and then, do that. If not, then, it's really bad timing, okay? So if there's any kind of jeopardy that I'm going to take a hit, I need to be defending that first. And that's why it's good to know self-defense, not just carry a weapon. And then same thing with like a lady who has a weapon in her purse, whether it's pepper spray, a firearm, or a blade or something like that, right? So she's stumbling to get it while she's getting stomped on the ground. It's better, don't even worry about that and defend those stomps, okay? So anyway, I hope that helps. That's it for now. Thank you for viewing, and take care, folks.